Welcome to the Excel Math Experience. And I'll be with you on this journey. We'll be going from beginners to expert mode. We'll be taking this course from the scratch, defining what Excel is, and then the goal is that by the end of this class, you should be able to use Excel for any analysis you want to do, any mathematical, statistical, any analysis that comes your way. You should be really grounded in Microsoft Excel. So Microsoft Excel, it wasn't always Microsoft Excel. In fact, it was called Excel because it outperformed Lotus 1, 2, 3. Or there was quite some history. Microsoft's early spreadsheets program was called Multiplan. That was in 1982. But Lotus 1, 2, 3 overtook Multiplan, and then Microsoft created Excel, which actually overtook Lotus 1, 2, 3. And it became a popular family name and has been getting better and better and better. So I believe by now we all have our Excel softwares, Microsoft Office software in our laptop, so or our desktops, any of our computer sets. So we'll just dive right into it. Let's get to Excel. I'm opening my Excel. This is the opening interface. So let's just go to a blank workbook. This is a blank Microsoft Excel workbook. Welcome to the first video on this course. So the first thing I want to explain here is this region is called the ribbon. This is called the ribbon. If you click here, you'd see collapse the ribbon. You can collapse this. It just helps us get more space. We can also pin it back. Reduces our space. That's the ribbon. This is a cell. These are cells. All these are cells. Excel is made up of cells. So many cells. So many cells. The first thing we look at here is this is a name box, but I prefer to call it an address box. All right, it's more like an address for your cell. Let's take every cell. Let's assume every cell is a house, and this is a block of houses. So how do you know the particular house you are in? You use an address box, the name box. So the name box is self-explanatory. You see M15, which means our active house is M15. So if you click on another cell in another location, it changes. Active house is S6, I17, C. Now we'll be seeing where this applies in subsequent videos, how we'll be able to call up a cell just by knowing the address of the cell. The next thing we'll see here, we'll see a formula bar. This helps us to write our formula. We'll also be writing formulas as we advance in the course. We'll be writing a lot of formulas, solving a lot of mathematical, statistical problems, data problems. We'll be bringing solutions to them by using the formula bar. And all these are groups of functions in our ribbon. Our ribbon is made up of bars, tabs. We have a home tab, insert tab, page layout tab, formula tab, data review, view, help, and of course I love this, the tell me option. It's more like a shortcut. Instead of searching for what I'm looking for, I'll just ask to tell me where this is, and then it just tells me where I can get what I'm looking for. So in our home tab, we have groups. We have our clipboard group, font group, alignment, numbers, stars, deposit formatting, insert, and our editing. So of course our clipboard is to copy and paste. That's what it's all about. Copy, paste, and then cut, format your printer. Your font helps us to change the font size. You can increase and decrease. You can bolden, italize, underline, paint, change the color. Alignment helps us to align our text to what direction in the cell. So when we write something in our cell, our alignment can help us align it up or down, middle or down. Now, you may not be able to see this because it's quite a little, so we can stretch this. So now we want up, so you see it goes up. We want middle, or we want down. Um, we have our wrap text, which helps us to make sure the text doesn't trespass into his neighbor's house. So if you wrap your text, see what it does? It encloses the text into the house. Most times it alters the size of the cell, but it gives us what we want. We have our inserts. Here you can insert your tables, pictures, charts, equations, text box, symbols. You have your page layout. Helps you to format the page you are working on. You can change your margin, you can change your orientation from landscape to portrait. So we are using portrait. I love using portraits. Um, Now, if you look at what happened, something happened over here. Broken lines became active. This helps us to tell us the boundary of our pages. Of our pages. So look at this line. Anything you type here is in page one. Anything you type here is no longer page one because it's over the line. Over the line. So it helps us to know our boundaries so we don't trespass. Then we have our size. Default is letter, but we use more of A4. So I can as well adjust my page to A4 so that it becomes the most popular paper size used over here, depending on where you are. And depending on what you're working on, you can choose to use legal and choose to use a custom paper size. If you have a paper size that you really are working on, you can choose a custom paper size if you don't like the ones that are offered to you. There's a little trick I want to show you here. You can remove these grid lines. These grid lines, you can remove them. So you see it looks white. Can hide it, make it look like a Word document. But you can also put your grid lines. You can also remove these headings here by unclicking the view. So, but how would you know where you are? Of course, your address box, your name box is ever ready to help with that. Add your formulas, data, review, view, help, or we can zoom and do the likes and do the likes. So this is, okay, let me show you something here. We can save if we have a document. Let me show you how to save a document. Can There's a save button over here, Control S, undo, redo, or you can also save here. You see the options. You can either open a new document, a new workbook. You can um, save what you're working on. You can save as. Yeah, you can have multiple options. You can print, you can share, you can export. So let's save. So if we are going to save this, let's assume we want to save this on our desktop. So let's save this as maths experience. Maths experience. See, what happens is if you come back to your desktop, you would see maths experience. Maths experience. Let's just get down to it. Um, Assuming I want to close this, it's closed. I just have to double click maths experience and then voila, we are back to our spreadsheet. So this is the basic. These are the basics. In subsequent classes, we'll be looking at other things. Don't forget to like and subscribe the video. Thank you.